I'm the Division Chief of Investigations of the Denver Police Department. I'm going to talk about this incident that occurred here today. At 11:42 hours, officers were dispatched to the 2900 block of Huron on a shooting. We were receiving multiple calls of shots fired and a shooting. When officers arrived, they found two victims. One victim deceased, the other transported to the hospital for gunshot wounds. We worked quickly to try to develop suspect information. Through our investigation, we were able to determine that the suspect was potentially headed up towards the mountains. We coordinated with our neighboring partners that were in that area. They were able to contact an individual who we believe is our suspect, and they have taken him into custody at this time. Right now, we have we're putting together the investigation to determine what the cause and what led to this was. So we are not real sure right yet what led to this shooting. That's the basics of this, so I'll open it up for questions right now.
If we knew he was headed up toward the mountains, or the suspect was headed toward the mountains, why block off a 2-mile radius?
Well, we didn't know that until later in this part. So initially we thought it was an active scene, so that's why there was such a heavy presence, and we did the reverse 911 to keep people sheltered in place, and we were going to have to do a systematic search to look for this suspect. Once we determined that the suspect, who we believe to be the suspect, is in custody, then we started to break everything down, and now the detectives will move in and work the crime scene.
Do you believe this to be a random shooting, or was it targeted? Do we know that yet?
We do not know that yet.
We hear more about the victims?
I do not know that much about the victims right yet. We know one male and female.
Where in the mountains?
Pardon me?
Which one is the victim?
I'm not sure on that right yet.
Where in the mountains was this person arrested?
Up in Jefferson County, the far western end of Jefferson County.
Is it off of 285?
Off 285.
Can you tell us the area where the shooting occurred? Was it in the parking lot?
It was in the, I am not sure. It was the 2900 block. I believe it was an outdoor scene, right near the whatever apartment complex is right on the 2900 block of Huron.
Do you know if the suspect lives in this area?
The information we have that he does live in this area.
What are the challenges in doing a potential active shooter search in such a densely populated neighborhood as this?
Well, as one is, I mean, just look at the weather. It's a beautiful day. People want to be out and about. You have rooftop areas here. We quickly have to try to lock down the scene the best we can without causing too much disruption to people's lives. And then our primary focus is to find this suspect and get him into custody so he can't hurt anybody else. Meanwhile, preserving evidence, trying to determine if there's additional victims. And so it's very systematic. We bring a lot of people in that specialize in different areas to take their responsibilities. But first and foremost, it's the safety of the community that's our top priority.
Did police or SWAT go through any buildings, go through any apartment units?
They were starting that process. They were going to go unit to unit. First and foremost, looking for any victims that might need some aid. We were able to stop that process once we determined we have the individual that we thought was, we're pretty sure is our suspect. Then we broke that part down, and then we didn't have to finish up with that building to building search.
Do we know
Tell us if there were any guns or any weapons that were found when the suspect was arrested?
I'm not sure of that yet, but that's part of the investigation, so we don't want to talk about weapons right yet.
We saw a bunch of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms agents out here. Why were they out here?
They just wanted to render aid if we needed additional help, and sometimes when you have to branch out into different areas outside of our city, we call in anybody that we can to assist us, but we did not have to utilize their services at this time.
Do we know if the victims are also from this area, or if they were just passing through?
I do not know.
Someone is to say they heard multiple shots. Can you confirm how many?
No, I do not have that information yet. We're actually opening it up as we're just going to lock down the actual crime scene itself, and that'll probably be in process for several hours moving forward.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.